Oh, come on, you knew exactly what you were trying to do. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 failed video game copycats. For more gaming videos, check out our new spin-off channel, Mojo Plays, for in-depth reviews, thoughtful video essays, detailed character origins, and insightful commentary. Mojo Plays, games smarter. For this list, we're looking at games that tried to replicate other titles for a quick cash grab, but utterly failed in making a decent product. Games that have succeeded very well in being copycats, like Fortnite, will not be included.
Cowabunga, man!
Number 10, Disney Infinity Series. The Toys to Life genre exploded when the Skylanders franchise released in 2011. While some games, like LEGO Dimensions, have managed to set themselves apart decently well, Disney Infinity practically replicated the formula to a T. Level up your favorite Disney character, buy power discs for more weapons and improved stats, and beat up the bad guys. You could even design your own levels, a feature which would evolve in 2.0 and 3.0. However, there just wasn't enough content, and buying a new version of the game every year quickly became expensive. By the time the series had reached its true potential, players had gone. Eventually, Disney called it quits and promptly shut down developer Avalanche Software and its publishing division. Number 9, The Great Giana Sisters. Copycat games have been an issue for a long time. As the oldest entry on this list, The Great Giana Sisters was a shameless clone of Super Mario Bros. Just look at this. It's as if the art style was directly lifted from Super Mario Bros. And then the developers made tiny tweaks to look slightly different. While it's believed that Nintendo filed a lawsuit against the developers, that rumor has actually since been proven false. However, Nintendo did take part in swaying sales away from Giana Sisters. Number 8, Unearthed, Trail of Ibn Battuta. Man, that's a great title, eh? Anyway, it's hard to imagine anyone trying to replicate the look and feel of the Uncharted series. Considering the game's size and scope, it'd be hard to pull off, right? And yet someone still tried. What resulted was Unearthed, Trail of Ibn Battuta, a game that tried so hard to look exactly like Uncharted, the main character looks like he could be Nathan Drake's cousin. The most notable flaw here, though, is the incredibly awkward animations. Everything looks stiff. Hey man, those reviews on Metacritic are not exaggerating. No!
Watch out!
Number 7, The Simpsons Skateboarding.
50-50 grind.
The Simpsons have had some pretty good copycat games over the years, with a few actually setting themselves apart from the games they were inspired by. However, not every title is a real shiner. Enter The Simpsons Skateboarding, a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater clone that forgot to include anything that made those games fun. Why can't I pull off this trick? Why am I not able to grind on that railing? Why is it so frustrating to control? Well, this game was just buggy, the physics were broken, and it failed to replicate the fluidity that Pro Skater was known for. Also, Simpsons Skateboarding, that's dumb.
Hey, dude, clever move.
All right!
Number 6, Sonic Shuffle. Mario Party has been known for its simple yet replayable gameplay. You hit the dice block, navigate your way to a star, and play a bunch of silly minigames. A few have tried to replicate this formula, and very few have succeeded. Sonic Shuffle is not one of the ones that succeeded. The game was essentially Mario Party with a Sonic skin, but its gameplay was just too confusing. You draw a random card from your hand to move, but you can also steal an opponent's card. And, baby the load times. You spend more time waiting on the game than actually playing it. This is another very sad and sorry case of Sonic just trying to copy Mario.
Yes!
Number 5, Fur Fun, aka KewpieJazzy. These days, it's not rare to see games billed as a spiritual successor and end up as poor imitations. Fur Fun was a Steam game that desperately tried jumping on the ukulele hype train in early 2017. Like other abusive Steam developers, Fur Fun was littered with stolen assets, using gold ingots from Minecraft and ripping music straight out of Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, and did we mention that a YouTuber published this? Yeah, Dallas Review not only published this game, but he also provided some of the worst narration we've ever heard, and we listened to my voice all the time. On top of that, he went out of his way to file DMCA takedowns and hide negative criticism. For shame. Number 4, Cartoon Network, PunchTime Explosion. There were so many games that tried to copy the success of Super Smash Bros. What most of them failed to realize is that you need a strong character roster, good level design, and a balanced game. PunchTime Explosion had a pretty decent character roster, with Dexter, Billy and Mandy, Samurai Jack, and the Powerpuff Girls. However, some of these characters were way OP, and most of them played too much like their Smash Bros. Counterparts. The game even had its own version of Subspace Emissary from Brawl. PunchTime Explosion had the potential to be a good Cartoon Network branded game, but it turned out to be yet another failed Smash Bros. Clone.
Aw, man!
Number 3, Tattoo Assassins. Amidst its own controversy, Mortal Kombat still saw outstanding success with its gory gameplay and realistic-looking visuals. Of course, with a blend of success like that, you're bound to see some copycats, and the worst offender was definitely Tattoo Assassins. The character designs were bland, and as for their versions of fatalities, well, something tells us they didn't actually get the point. Fatalities in Mortal Kombat were badass, brutal, over the top, and completely horrifying. In Tattoo Assassins, the fatalities were utterly stupid and just didn't make any sense. In the end, it was simply another knockoff that didn't understand what made the original a success. Good thing it was never actually released.
Win perfection.
Number 2, Infinite Crisis. MOBAs were all the rage a year or two ago, but the market quickly became so oversaturated that there's basically no room for new ones anymore. Unfortunately, Warner Bros. Interactive and developer Turbine realized this a bit too late. Infinite Crisis has you playing as your favorite DC character, trying to destroy the enemy team's base. It was sort of a decent MOBA, but the problem is that we already have League of Legends, Dota 2, and Smite. Plus, the DC characters didn't seem like a good fit for this genre. Anyway, with all 3 of the previously mentioned games already having established communities, you'd have a hard time trying to get players to switch over to your new thing. Infinite Crisis soon found itself in a crisis of its own, and servers were shut down less than 5 months after release. Number 1, The War Z, aka Infestation Survivor Stories. If you want to understand the definition of shameless, this game perfectly encapsulates that meaning. The War Z was one of many games that tried riding the coattails of DayZ during its peak of success. In fact, War Z went so far to replicate the game that it looked like an exact copy. Problems quickly escalated when the developers were caught lying about features within their game, and they would incorporate microtransactions later down the road to smooth things over. Add in a couple of homophobic slurs thrown around by the executive producer and censoring of criticism, and War Z would go down as one of the most infamous games ever made. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.